Hello, welcome back, my friends. Give me a moment and we will be ready. I just have to get my books opened up and get our list started. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Friday so far. We will be using the Egyptian Tarot deck. Move that out of the way. We'll just give people a little bit of time to get here. Rose, hello, Rose Quartz, I should say. Let me get you your number one, my friend. Congratulations. I'm good. How are you? And thank you for being here. You are quickly turning into an original. Marcia, hi. Lizzie, hello. Marcia, do you want a spot on the list? Happy Friday to you guys, too. Here, I'm just standing here looking at the chat and not even doing anything. All right, move the calendar out of the way. I have all the oracles. So, viewer's choice. All right, Marcia, you are number 2. Wisdom. Lizzie is number 3. Oh, Marcia, you're heading out somewhere. SJX Rose, you're 4. And thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back, my friend. Anna Cat, number 5. How are the temps? Are they still staying cool for you, Anna Cat? I know, happy first day of spring to you. It's my grandson's birthday. He turned 17 today. My daughter's son. My daughter's firstborn. The awesome Davis Carter, you are number 6. That's okay. I totally understand, Marcia. Be safe. And yeah, I'll be starting shortly. And oh, also, Marcia. So, you know, I've been using the little wand, and it shines and sparkles, and some of the shorts have caught it perfectly where it looks like it's glowing. Yeah. Oh, I just squealed again. Goodness gracious, I'll never grow up. All right. Oh my gosh. Good thing I have some coffee. Oh, I love it. Love it. I was showing my friend Talk. You guys know her as Talk. Tammy. She's a lifelong friend of mine, family member. So I was showing her what you guys have given me. And she was like, well, I gave you this. She said that is what is called a singer. If you have another one and you roll them in your hand, they chime. So now I have to find a singer so I can try it. Here is Hopes. There, you guys can see those. All right, put this back out of the way and get this party started for Rose Quartz. I was so surprised. I cannot wait to try. Like I said, I don't know. I know nothing of crystals. Will Tony come back? And wisdom. All right. I don't remember. You're going to have to refresh my mind. Did Tony speak with you last week? Or was that somebody else's relationship quartz? Okay, it was last week. David the Awesome, you're welcome. You're awesome. You're awesome. Well, you are. You probably are, my friend. I think you are. Oh, almost. All right, here's your first one. Oh, we have one that flipped in here as well. There's your second one. Oh, goodness gracious. They almost fell all... Oh, gosh. I was going to say they almost fell all over the floor. And then I dropped one. It jumped right out of my hand. I'm wondering if this is the one that is yours. Oh, it jumped so far away. I try. As long as it doesn't take a lot, much effort on your part, rose quartz, I would feel better if I shuffled these and did not give you the one that I just dropped all over the place. It would have been awesome if it was the first or the same one. All right, so the first card you have is the Ten of Wands. Wands represents something fast, like something fast happening, days. It's a positive, it's a yes. It can also represent business matters. 10 on the 1 through 10 scale represents the completion of a cycle. So congratulations. You get to start something new. You get to begin something new. 10 of Wands. It says this is actually a responsibilities and burdens card. And it says you've shouldered too much and it's time to pass some of it on. And because of passing it on, you will reap fortune, gains, and success. You have the Ace of Swords. This card represents victory. It's it represents victory and the start of a new cycle. 10 in the beginning. This, make sure you're on the proper page, Grandma. Goodness gracious, don't read that. She'll be like, what? I'm having a baby? Oh, hell no. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. The Ace, it represents victory. Pure thought. It's singular because it's an ace. And it's decisive, cutting, and purposed. Again, this new cycle, whatever it is, when you made your mind up about it, you were decisive and you are very purposed. You have the Prince of Swords. Take note of the direction he's facing at your current situation. The Prince is a court card, and the swords can represent a darker-haired, younger person, or an active and enduring situation. And the Prince of Swords says be alert, Be ready to defend yourself and speak your mind, no matter what it is. That doesn't mean speaking over somebody, because it becomes a shouting match. Just keep that even tone. 9 times out of the 10, the room will quiet down, and listen to the one who's quiet. So there may be something that needs to be said, discussed between you and Tony, and it's going to be soon, and it's going to happen fast. Swords represents... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, I want to make sure before I say it. Weeks. Can you tell this is the 5th Friday of the week? Oh my gosh, no, I meant to say the 5th Monday of the week. This is going to be soon. So whatever, there is an underlying issue, and whatever it is, it just needs to be discussed and worked out. Oh no. Should have turned the volume down. The next card you have is your Oracle. I'm so sorry about this. That volume drives me nuts. Your Oracle for the day is the Go with the Flow. I will catch up with the chat in a minute. Loose strife helps coping when life is overwhelming and going with the flow in the midst of chaos. Orbicular jasper enhances steady, slow breathing, which supports patience and flexibility of mind. The path to your goal is not a straight line. It's filled with unexpected bends, detours, and blocks. Being frustrated, angry, or impatient, my friend, oh my gosh, I need more than 2 hands. It doesn't help. Try to accept that this chaos is part of the experience. Don't fight it or flail about. Find the rhythm or the flow in the chaos and ride it gently to your destination. The card says, I have goals and desires. I have enough flexibility to allow me to enjoy the journey, whatever it brings my way, as I move forward on my path. All right, I'm going to catch up on the chat, and then it is going to be Marsha's turn. Marsha. Jim's here. Hello. Hello, Jim. Okay. Aniket says, I'll be back. Perfect. Rose says, no babies. Jim, you will be number 7 on the list. Let me write this down. Rose, did I return your email? I thought I did. I don't have that calendar in front of me, but I thought I sent you an email with the date. Thandy, number 8, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. You really are the best. Nope, Jimmy says, nope, Thandy, you are number 7. Eduardo, hello, welcome. I see you, Jim. Don't worry, I'm watching. I'm paying attention momentarily. So, Eduardo will be number 8. Jimmy, you have plans today? You got stuff you're doing? And good morning to you, my friend. All right, Marsha, here we go. Shuffle these up really good. Whoops. Dang it. Love, hello. Welcome, Sokar. I think that's the card. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. I'll have to look in my notes, but I think that's what death is, Sokar, in the cards. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Oh my gosh, you're having movie night? How stinking fun. It's like having an adult play date with all your besties. Look at this. Oh, Marcia can't. Don't look, Marcia. You can't. You have 2 major arcanas already, and I haven't pulled your third. Oh, wow. 3 majors. The first one you have is the Ass, then the Abyss, and then Hathor. In the Rider in the Rider deck that I use, the Ass is the Magician. This is the Thoth deck. That's just for people, anybody who's new. We just need 1 Earth Wisdom for Marcia. There it is. Self-acceptance. The first card you have is the Ass. The Ass is looking into your past. Major Arcana. Positive, yes, it represents something happened quickly. Now, it can be your recent past or your past. I don't know what else word to use besides past. You guys help me out there. But it represents something happened fast. And you had to be resourceful to get where you're at. And it's, this card represents being resourceful, using all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And it wants you to remember that it's all in the know-how. It's positive, and it's quick change. Something happening fast. And whatever it was, even if you were unprepared for it, you still knew or know how to deal with it. The next card you have is the Abyss, aka the Hanged Man, neutral energy card. This card represents patience, circumspection, trials, wisdom, sacrifices. And more important, the decisions you have made have put you in the position you're in, whether it is a positive position or a negative position. But no matter the situation, the card wants you to remember, even in a negative situation, there have been positive things that have delayed you for good or fun reasons. So it's important to remember that. The appearance of the Abyss represents that you may need to look at things from a different perspective, or that things are about to be turned upside down. Remember, neutral energy card. And the reward for patience is patience. I know it sounds weird, but it's true. The next card you have, Major Arcana, Hathor. This card represents wisdom, aka the Hierophant. It's positive. It's a yes card. It says seek wisdom from somebody you know with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody older than you. It can be a younger person who has just already experienced life. And it can also represent, because we know how tarot cards are, it can also represent an unwelcome authority from somebody like a parent. Hathor, that card, is in your future position, whether it's immediate future or future. Your oracle is self-acceptance. I think this card is so stinking pretty. It has that yellow, I don't know what the name of it. I guess this is witch hazel, but I have a a bush in the front of the yard that is one of the first ones of spring, and it's bright, shocking yellow. I can't think of what it's called, but unless it is actually a witch hazel, I'll let you know. So it says witch hazel harmonizes opposites and encourages the acceptance of individuality. Goldstone helps with attaining goals and recognizing one's values. The journey to self-acceptance can be challenging. Humans are contradictory creatures who seek order. Reconcile your seemingly opposing qualities and find the common root. Overcome society's brainwashing and accept that you are enough. You have value. The trek to achieve self-acceptance is worth it. Notice I didn't say the trick. The trek is worth it. And my friend, you are worth it. The card says, I accept myself as I am. I recognize my contrary nature and revel in the creative chaos that is my soul. I am enough. Lizzie, you are next. Reshma, hello. Oh my gosh, how far do I have to go back? Okay, we have Eduardo. We have Love. Reshma, you are number 9. And we are on number 3. Lizzie. Jimmy, you concentrate on cleaning. Oh my gosh, how stinking funny. That's adorable, Jimmy. It's something you'd see a picture of on social media. I'm just catching up on the chat. All right, can I get Earth Matt? You can, my dear. You can. I love it when you guys already know the cards. And you're like, give me this. Somebody who knows what they want. Which is me. Coffee break. So, Love, would you like to be added to the list? Oh my gosh, every time I see your name, I just cannot help but say Sokar or even think it. Aha, first, I get so excited. Waha. Goodness gracious. It's like opening a gift. Wow. What are we going to get? Look at that. See, I'm all excited. I really like I really like these cards, you guys. I don't know if I mentioned, but there is a review with a link. I say it all the time. There will be a review. I know when I first got them, I did an unboxing in that. But there's going to be a review view. A review view on these? SJX Rose is next. S Rose. One more good shuffle. All right. I definitely am putting you on the list, Love. Give me one moment. All right. We only need one oracle for Lizzie. Well, okay. You were getting 2 anyways. Let's put Love on the list. When I have, when I'm sitting this close to it, this setup right here is perfect for me because it is like in my face. Honesty. Yep. When you walk the path of honesty. All right, love. So love, you are number 10 on the list. Lizzie. The first card you have is the High Priestess, Major Arcana. This one says the Priestess, aka the High Priestess in the Rider deck. Positive, it's a yes. It represents change you didn't realize was going to happen. It is realigning. More important, this card represents the future is yet unrevealed. Yeah, you are the one. The future is wide open. The next card you have is the Seven of Discs. Discs is our speculate to accumulate suit. Accumulate. Monetary, material, harvest in your heart, in your soul. Anywhere you can improve and enrich your life and make it better is a disc. Sevens on the 1 through 10 is a call to reorganize. Sevens and eights, I know there's a lot of information, but 7 and 8s are a plateau. So you may feel like nothing is working. Just like the card says, everything's been a failure. Plateau. This represents a shift in perspective. Waiting for the fruits of your labor to ripen. A pause, that's the plateau. To appreciate and to decide to continue as is or adjust strategy. That's that 7, reorganizing. The next card you have is Major Arcana Destiny. This card in the Rider deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Positive, yes. It is good old destiny and fulfilling it. It represents a surprise change, just like the Priestess represented change. Surprise change. In our life cycles, I talked about as the 7 is on that cycle, we go through many of them and we go down paths that hurt us, are painful. So we flip, I was going to say we flip the switch. We do. But we go down a path, that's a different card. We go down paths that take us away from our destiny. The appearance of this card shows that that's changing. Surprise change. This card has a way of pulling you back and putting you back on the path you should have been on to begin with. Surprise change. Positive. 2 oracles. Dream time. Give me a moment to find these. This card says, close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink into the heart of the living creature you are. As you notice your breathing becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to images, sounds, feelings that call to your awareness. They are there. You will find a key as you, oh my goodness, I don't know if we've ever had this card. And there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through you and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. That's a nice card. Lizzie, I'm not sure you have ever received that. The next one you have is instinct. Wolf. Maybe. I think it jumped off the page. This one says, you have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. It is the result of cultural and or religious proscriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening and therefore has to be controlled or eliminated. Now's the time to overcome this limited mindset. Tune into these instinctual cues. Let the spirit of wolf be your teacher. Call upon the benevolent being for help identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibitions with the only guideline being do no harm. I follow that. It is seared into my brain. Do no harm. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of the familiar societal norm and listen to those sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. That's intuition and gut feeling. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some deep breaths and simply notice that your bodily sensations, what they're telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of the information, and your body and mind will learn to work more closely with each other once again. And now it's S. Rose's turn. And you guys, for those of you who I've already read cards for and I didn't say it, I hope you have the best weekends ever. Ever. Star Love, Star Lova, hello, welcome. You're number 11. Raymond, number 12. Ashwin, 13. How are you, my friend? Are you feeling better? All right, S. Rose, your turn. I will have a beautiful weekend. Thank you. You too. One more good shuffle. Char. Is that Char? Is that how you pronounce it? Or Char? Hello and welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, Rose. So you can choose any oracle you want. I know you haven't been here very long. I have the ones I just used for Marsha, for Lizzie. The Earth Magic. We have the Earth Wisdom that we used before. Those are the two Earth decks. I have, this used to be subscriber favorite, the Enchanted Maps. Wisdom. Perfect. Thank you. Next is Aniket. Tesh, hello, welcome. How are you? Let's get you on the list. Oh, you want more? Okay, I can do that for you. I can totally do that for you. Let me give you the Earth Wisdom. I'm good. Thank you for asking. All right, so the first card you have is Court card, King of Wands. Wands represents something happening fast, fast, like days. Positive, it's a yes. Remember, when it comes to tarot, they can't tell time like we do, like seconds, minute, and days. It's day. I meant seconds, minute, and hours. It is days, weeks, months, and years. Days. It can also represent a business matter. This court card can represent a light or fair-haired older male, mature male. So, a younger man can experience life mature at a young age, just like women. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an older man, just mature. Whose active influence is either entering or leaving one's life. Take note of the direction he's facing into your past. So I'm going to presume this person is no longer in your life. The King of Wands says, though, to take action and express your reason to be. You can inspire enthusiasm where there's lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence. And you're a master at putting a new spin on any situation. Sunil, hello. Welcome. How are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking. You have another card, the Prince of Wands. Another court card, I mean. Take note of the direction he is facing toward the King of Wands. This card can represent a light or fair-haired younger person or an active and enduring situation. This one says, this card is a corresponding card, and it represents everybody will benefit as long as this Prince of Wands is sincere with heart. The thing about the Prince is, well, first of all, they have enthusiasm. They have a lot of good ideas. But there's always a but when it comes to the Prince of Wands. They must be in charge. They must let everybody know that they are in charge. This person's going to get carried away. They always do. They lose interest. And they're not a team player. This Prince of Wands tends to be self-employed as well. But if you are okay with all those characteristics, as long as you know that that's who this Prince of Wands is. Maybe that's you. You have an Ace of Swords. The Ace represents the start of a new cycle. This is victory. Singular, decisive, cutting, and purposed. The appearance of it may also represent a downsizing is required. You have a lot of cards that fell out. An important card, the Four of Discs. Remember, discs is the speculate to accumulate. This card represents selfishness, but for a reason. In when I say selfishness, people may say that you have a desire to control resources, that you're greedy, stubborn, or possessive. But I said for a reason. And that reason is your material security, your financial stability. More important, the Four of Discs says no uncalculated risks at this time. You have two oracles. You have so many oracles. Go with the flow. This one just popped up. I feel like we just read this recently for somebody. My friends, if you don't want to wait in line for your turn, a super chat will get you next in line. You can skip. When I say super chat, I'm not asking for your savings account. The minimal will get you next in line. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. All right, so the Go with the Flow card says loose strife helps coping when life is overwhelming and going with the flow in the midst of chaos. Orbicular Jasper enhances steady, slow breathing, which supports patience and flexibility of mind. The card says, I have goals and desires. I have enough flexibility to allow me to enjoy the journey, whatever it brings my way, as I move forward on my path. You have the Truth card. This card says, Foxglove helps open the heart and express feelings. Amazonite promotes knowing and speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I actively pursue my own truth and value it. I have the courage to sing my own unique, divinely inspired song, knowing that it adds to the goodness of the world. And then the next one you have is the Follow the Leader. Next will be Aniket. The Follow the Leader in the upright. These ones have upright and reverse meanings. Follow the Leader says, every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. And the Wide Open in the upright position says, you are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. Those are quite beautiful cards. Oh no, don't break things. Well, I don't think that's meant to be up there. It falls all the time. Aniket, you are next, my friend. That's right. Patience is a virtue. Well said, my friend. Well said. You're awesome. Yep, apparently the elephant wants to stay there. So that elephant in this little turtle, my uncle was a smoker. And when he quit smoking cigarettes, he smoked cigars. Well, my uncle passed away, and I was given all of his little cool rocks, trinkets, everything like this. And yeah, I don't know what kind of stone it is. You guys, we had this yesterday with my amethyst. Somebody said they thought it was ivory, but I was wondering if it was, like a marble. I know I should wash them. Yeah. Why do today when you can do it tomorrow? This is also called the land of Mignana. All right, Aniket. Is Aniket back? If not, I'll just skip Aniket and we'll come back to him when it's his turn. The awesome Davis Carter, it's your turn. I didn't think they were ivory. I thought they were maybe a marble of some sort. I don't know. I do know that I love them, and I think they're stinking adorable. Or maybe a quartz. All right, so we will come back to Aniket, and we'll go to Davis Carter. And see if it lets like light through it. Hold on, let me look. No, you can totally not see through it at all. My uncle collected some of the strangest things. He has two little, probably about the size of these, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble characters that I have out in my living room. I'll have to remember to take a picture of them and put it on my community tab. A ping pong ball turned into a spider. A rock concert. Oh my gosh, yeah. My uncle had some crazy things. Plus a whole bunch of records, vinyl, that I have been given. Sounded like marble. I think they are. Davis, do you know what deck you would like? If you don't know what deck you like, I choose the enchanted maps for the day for the ones who don't know which ones they want. Andrea, hello. How are you, my dear? No problem. Let's do crows. You absolutely can. You are number 15. We'll pull crows for you, Davis. These are my favorite. All right, so we have to do this better. Get a better grip on these. Oh, they had you worried. Okay, no problem. I may have to do that, Jim. I may have to do that. All right, the first one you have, Davis, is the 10 of Wands. 10 represents the completion of a cycle. So congratulations on being able to start something new, whatever it is. Wands is positive. It's yes. It represents something happening fast, days, can be business matters. But the 10 of Wands represents that it represents responsibilities and burdens, and that you have shouldered too much. You've done a good job. You've put everything in order, nice, neat, easy to pass off to somebody else. And because of passing on these responsibilities and burdens, or even some of them, you will reap fortune, gains, and success. And we know gains are discs and pentacles. You have the Princess of Cups. This is what's surrounding you right now. Court card. Cups are positive. Yes, there are emotions. Represent something slow, like months, which also represents the summertime, which summer should be slow and positive. So the Princess of Cups court card can represent a light or fair-haired younger woman or somebody with that type of an attitude. We all know the older female who just acts like a younger person. They have that energy. Yeah. So it could be an older person with this type of an attitude as well. It says, enjoy life. Make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention and live life like there's no tomorrow. So that means in the here, in the now. Don't miss out. Don't live in yesterday or tomorrow. We all know how young people are. They are spur of the moment. Boom. Whatever. That's be like that. The next card you have is the Three of Swords. Fighting, arguing, discontent, whether it's with another person or inner. This card represents petty conflict and grudges need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back and act as mediator or things are going to get worse. This is in your future. And swords represents something happening fast, weeks. So fairly soon future. I don't know how to say that. Your oracle for the day is upheaval. That is, you're not going to find the meaning in that book. This card says nature does not discriminate. In upheaval is a reminder things can change on a whim through no fault of your own. Are you able to regain your composure and fly off to a better, more stable position? Now, this can be from being laid off, being forced to move to a new home. Change can be sudden and sometimes appear cruel. Not always. Sometimes there are clues that change is coming and we ignore these signs. Sometimes change brings a fortunate situation or moves us into a position to receive, excuse me, to receive a greater opportunity. The appearance of this card, when it appears, you need to ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave below the surface. That feeling that you know something is about to shift in your life. It's intuition. And when you connect with it, you'll be able to pick up on that energy that you know something's going to change. When you can pick up on it, you can anticipate the coming upheaval and better plan for the shakeup. Pay attention and trust your intuition more. I say it daily, and it's everybody, myself included. Or we're like, oh yeah, I trust my intuition, and then we talk ourselves out of it. We second guess it. Eduardo is next. I mean, Thandi is next. I apologize. Thandi, yes. So, Jim, earlier you were talking about how you had an adult sleepover and everybody brought their own consoles. My oldest son, Dominic, when he comes in from out of town, they do stuff like that too. They all get together. They bring their own gaming. A lot of times they bring their own stinking TV. This is for Thandi. Eduardo is next. Earth magic, not a problem, my friend. These are nice cards, nice card stock. The first card you have is Court card, Queen of Cups. This card can represent a darker haired, mature woman, steady and enduring for good or evil, depending on the cards around it. The Queen of Cups, take note of how she's looking into your future. The Queen of Cups says, if I can find that page, says follow your heart and your intuition. Look within to see where you can be more loving and caring. We can all be a little more loving and caring, but you can't go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others and respond accordingly. Show compassion. Don't turn your back on those who need your support. Cups, positive. Yes, represents our emotions and something happening slow, months. It can also represent the summertime. So that's a good way to remember summer, and positive and slow. That's the way summer should be. What's going on around you right now is the Four of Wands, positive, yes, represents something fast, happening days. Can be a business matter as well. This card represents a sense of warmth and a sense of home. It's a welcome and it's a celebration. So maybe you're going to go home for a visit, or maybe family is going to come visit you, or someone from home. I don't know. But it's positive. Yes, it's a welcome celebration. And it quite possibly can go long into the night. So if so, take it indoors. The next card you have is the Nine of Discs. This is a resting phase on the 1 through 10. Discs is the speculate to accumulate. And this card represents security. Plenty in all things. You want for nothing. You're content, secure, safe. But security comes with a price. There is a lack of thrill and risk. Or the appearance of this card can represent a donation from a sponsor. You have the Queen of Discs. Take note of how she is looking into your future. She can represent a darker haired female as well. Older, mature, steady, and enduring for good or evil, depending on the cards. This card represents material comfort, stability, and abundance. She takes joy in providing for others. But you need to get grounded and connect with the earthy side of life, which means you need to learn to be resourceful, practical, share with others, attend to your financial affairs, less going out, more coming in. When you think of a way to make money, you do. So you need to think along those lines so you can speculate to accumulate. You also have the Wolf card, Instinct. This just popped up earlier. We'll go over it one more time. It says you've lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. Shed some of your inhibitions, with the only guideline being do no harm. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listen to the sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. Those are your intuition and your gut feeling. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some deep breaths and simply notice what your bodily sensations are telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of the information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. And we have Eduardo. Oh, Grandma, you're making a mess. We're on number 8, and you're number 9. Turn the brightness down. Oh my gosh. Okay. Eduardo. There we go. One more good one. You're welcome, my friend. I hope you have a blessed weekend. And thank you for being here. Well, that was fast, Eduardo. 1, 2, 3. I love tattoos. I have a ton of them. I have tattoos. Probably not as many as some people have. I have I think I have 10. And I want more. I would like to get my sons, zodiac signs. Since I have all this as my daughter, yeah, I'd like to do something for my boys. So my oldest is a Cancer, my middle son is a Scorpio, and my youngest is a Gemini. All right, Eduardo, the first card you have is King of Swords. The King of Swords can represent a darker-haired, mature male whose active influence is entering or leaving one's life. Take note, he's looking into your past. The King of Swords says, don't be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. This is not the time to let your guard down. The Ace of Swords represents a new cycle. This card is victory. It's, again, new cycle, decisive, cutting, and purpose. So whatever it is you decided you're going to do, when you decided it was cutting and purpose. Nobody can move you off of this path you're on. The appearance of it may also show that a downsizing is required. So, really, really think about it. If you have no use for it, get rid of it. You have another card, Major Art. In your future position, you have Major Arcana, the Tower. This card represents a sudden change. It's a neutral energy, so it might be an emotional time. It will be an emotional time. I don't know why I say might. When it's a neutral energy card, it's going to be emotional. Sudden change, already happening. It can represent that a truth has been revealed, or quite possibly the end of restriction. Emotional. Everything you know might no longer exist. Might be totally gone. Like lightning striking. We know how when lightning strikes, it destroys everything. Crumbles, brings it to the ground. The good thing about it is, the positive part of the card is you can sweep away the debris and build fresh. And you're going to love who you become. Take note of the Major Arcana, Neath, facing into this situation. Neath, Major Arcana. This card represents, make sure I have the right one, an emotional and physical balance. Let me stand it up here. In the Rider deck, this is the Temperance card. Positive, emotional and physical balance. It represents change and going for it when the time is right. And only when the time is right. You'll know when the time is right. This stage needs to be handled carefully, or it could easily spoil. Again, take note of Neath looking at the Tower card. Your oracle for the day, Eduardo, is Peaks of Joy in reverse. Reshma is next. Reverse, this card says, do you rely too heavily on material achievements when you assess how happy you are? Like, I'll be happy when I meet the right person, or make the right amount of money, or reach the right weight. The card says, why wait to arrive at this perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight? It says this is the day for joy. So take a walk. Be in awe of life. When you're in awe of life, it leads to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know happiness is an inside job. It truly is. Only you can make yourself happy. Reshma, you are next, my friend. And you can choose your oracle. Don't break the Wade whimsies. You have Earth Magic and Earth Wisdom. You have Crows, Maps, Mermaids, and Love. Good choice. Love is next. Not Star Love. Sokar. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing good. All right. So, you guys, those of you who remember Sister Susan, her daughter messaged me this morning. She's not doing well. This cancer has really got her down. Her daughter's taking care of her the best she can. So, prayers, good vibes for Sister Susan, my friends. Everybody, keep her in your prayers. I'm certainly so thankful that I was able to travel to New Mexico and meet her and her family. All right, we need an oracle for Reshma. The first card you have is the Queen of Wands, court card. Queen of Wands represents a light or fair-haired, mature woman, steady and enduring for good or evil, depending on the other cards. The Queen of Wands says, do not withdraw from intimidating situations. She represents love and money. Believe in your power and focus at arriving on your destination yourself. And an example I use is maybe you like to do nails, you know, a nail technician. But your significant other is like, oh no, I am not doing anybody's nails. This is something, you know, something that is something you like and he doesn't. Or, you know, your significant other doesn't. Positive, yes, represents something happening in days. It can be business matters. Take note of how the Queen is looking into your future. You have the Five of Cups. This card is a halfway point. It represents loss, but something remains. Did I say it's a halfway point? It's a call to put boundaries in place, too. Boundaries help us more than we know. And remember, boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. This card can represent a challenge, shame, guilt. I said loss, but something remains. Quite possibly 3 have been taken and 2 are left. It can represent an inheritance from a male in your family or a father. It can be a call to turn your back on what you perceive are past mistakes, which may be where shame and guilt is coming from. Halfway point. You're halfway there. You have Major Arcana Sokar. This card represents, it's a neutral energy card. It's the death card. Don't freak out. It doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. No. It represents that you need to stop avoiding living life to the fullest because of self-imposed limitations. It represents change, an inevitable change. And my friend, it's going to be very transformative. Take note of the direction Sokar is traveling into your future. Very transformative change. So I'm going to go back to the death card. There are 2 things in life that are inevitable, because I mentioned inevitable change and transformative. Being born and death. That's why this change is on here. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to love who you become. The next card you have is the 8 of Discs. Speculate to accumulate suit. 8 represents a plateau that you have been on. It is also the Journeyman's card. The 3 is the Apprentice. The 10 is the Master, the Journeyman. It's like the Experience card. Working or studying toward a goal. Keep going with this path of training or studying. It's been a long, hard road. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well for your talents. This card is working toward a goal. Your Oracle card. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. And Ashwin was saying good things are coming. I can't remember what the time frame was. So good for you guys. Good for you. Your Oracle for the day is Karma. This card says aspects of our soul. Wait a minute. Make sure I have this the right one. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. The DNA you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, also known as a soul pattern. It's the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet, as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but you know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. That was a good choice. All right, love. And Star Lova is next. You guys keep working towards your goal. Do no harm. Walk the path of truth. Never rob Peter to pay Paul. And you can't go wrong. Really. All right, Sokar, love. It is your turn. Take note of the Queen of Cups looking into your future. It is an emotions card. It's positive. Yes. Represents something slow. Months. Remember, also summer. You absolutely can, my friend. I was just going to ask you what you would like. Reshma, you are welcome. Star Lova wants wisdom. All right, no problem. All right, Sokar, love. See what you have. I cannot believe. I so apologize for, I don't know, associating Sokar and love together. But hey, it is what it is, right? You will never be forgotten. The first card you have, love, is the Six of Wands. Positive, yes, represents something happening fast, days, quite possibly a business matter. The Six of Wands, 6 represents something has just recently happened to take things to the next level. 5 is a halfway point. 6 is the next level. Leveling up. It says things are good at the moment. You have achieved success, but beware. Be wary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing those heady heights of success. This card is just a card that says to be thankful and grateful for all those good things that have happened in your life. And the universe and spirit responds by sending you more things to be thankful and grateful for. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups quite possibly represents a light or fair-haired, mature woman, steady and enduring for good or evil, depending on the cards in the situation. The Queen of Cups says, follow your heart and intuition. Look within to see where you can be more loving and caring, and you can't go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others. Respond accordingly. Show compassion. Don't turn your back on those who need your support. Looking into your future, you have the 8 of Wands. Fast, positive, yes, days, maybe business. This card represents exciting news in moving projects forward. More importantly, you will find yourself freshly grounded. This card represents speed toward an end, and it promises assured felicity. And felicity is happiness or well-being. One of my favorite cards in the deck. You have the 10 of Cups, another favorite everybody wants. 10 represents the completion of the cycle. Cups, positive, yes. Represents slow summertime. This is the completion of the cycle. It is domestic bliss. Enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. You have the big picture as your oracle. This card says Belladonna is said to open the chakras and expand consciousness. Malachite activates psychic vision, can be used for scrying, and helps focus on what is important. When situations feel chaotic, confused, or unsolvable, it's easy to feel frustrated and throw in the towel. What's missing here is the key to understanding it all. There is more going on than meets the physical eye. Clear and open your chakras. Allow your consciousness to expand. See the big picture. The key will be revealed. The card says, I step back from chaos into calm. I allow myself to see the bigger picture. I trust the key I seek will be revealed. Oh gosh, I apologize, you guys. Young, hello. Welcome. I can add you on the list. I can add you to the list. So Star Lover, you are next. Young. You are number 16. Raymond is after Star Lover, and you have chosen the wisdom as well. Michael. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I apologize. Thank you, Michael. Good name. Both my brothers are named Mike. My older brother. My younger brother passed on. But yeah, and my oldest son, middle name is named Michael, after my brothers. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Sokar, thank you. All right, we just need an oracle for Star Lover. All right, calm down, Granny. Don't get excited. Oh, yes. For those of you who are new, I'm a grandma. I have 9 grandkids. One of these days I may have more. Maybe. All right. Star Lover. The first card we have is Sokar, Major Arcana. This card represents death. Again, don't freak out. It doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing in the morning. This represents an inevitable change. It is going to be very transformative. Take note of how Sokar is looking into your future. So stop avoiding living your life to the fullest because of self-imposed limitations. The next card we have is Court card, Queen of Swords. This card can represent a darker-haired, mature woman. Steady and enduring for good or evil, according to the cards around it. The Queen of Swords is a woman. She's wise, direct, ambitious. She speaks sharply. She says, say what you think. Be your own person. Keep your strong convictions no matter what opposition you come up against. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Be confident. Be straightforward. And you will receive the acknowledgement you deserve. The next card you have is the 7 of Discs. 7s are called to reorganize, quite possibly being on a plateau as well. Discs speculate to accumulate. The Seven of Discs, it represents a shift in perspective. Waiting, that's that plateau, for the fruits of your labor to ripen. A pause to appreciate, to decide to continue as is, or adjust strategy, which is the reorganize, quite possibly. The next card you have is Clear Aura for your oracle. This card says Pennyroyal cleanses the aura, raises vibration, and protects against spiritual pests. Bloodstone is a powerful etheric cleanser, and it practice good spiritual hygiene. This is pretty. Just as you practice physical hygiene, spend time with people or things or in places that raise your vibration, which is a great way to shake away unwanted etheric debris in your aura. Develop practices like this, like a hungry toad, that take care of spiritual pests and insects and keep your aura pure. It says, I care for my spirit as I care for my body. I cleanse it daily from unwanted influences, and I wash myself in spiritual love and light and understanding. Raymond is next. Andrea, we are on number 12, and you are number 14. 15. You are number 15. Raymond is next. Oopsies. So I mention all the time that if you're interested in any of the cards you see that I've used, I leave links in my videos where you can purchase them if you want. So this is for Raymond. Not sure if Raymond is still here, but we will choose the crows for Raymond. And Ashwin is next. Raymond, the first card you have is the Nine of Discs. 9 is a resting phase. Discs speculate to accumulate. The 9 of Discs represents security and plenty in all things. It says you want for nothing, you're content, and you are secure, and you feel safe. But security comes, I apologize, I got all kinds of cards flipping here. Security comes with a price. There is a lack of thrill and risk. The appearance of the 9 of Discs can also represent a donation from a sponsor. There we go. You have Major Arcana Mott. This is what is currently surrounding you, so your current situation. Major Arcana. This card represents strength, positive. It is inner strength, having power, courage, being generous. So be like the trees, strong but bendable, and stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Take note of the direction Ma is looking into your future, Raymond. The next card you have is Major Arcana Ra. This card represents the sun. It's a 1-year period, and you now find yourself in a place of positivity. This is a positive card. Joy, clarity, illumination, hope. Because it's the sun, it can represent the day time or the summertime. But it says to put yourself first for a change. Treat yourself. And remember, life is to be lived to the fullest. You were meant to live your life for you, for what you want. Your dreams, desires, and goals, not somebody else's. Again, 1 year period and overcoming obstacles, you now find yourself in this place of positivity. Your oracle for the day is illusion. This card says when we double down and we commit to the story we created in our mind, our action and behavior is a product of what we want or what we assume to be true. If our assumption's wrong, our actions and behaviors may have negative consequences. So Raymond, does your interpretation match reality, or are you acting on an illusion? Ashwin, you are next. Perfect. Do you know what oracle you'd like, my friend? Tesh is next. Good choice, my friend. We have not had that one yet today. I just have to get it. So the first card you have is Major Arcana Kansu. That card represents the moon, and it's a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. The moon goes through multiple phases before it becomes new or full. And that's what it represents. This is in your past position, representing it is a neutral energy card as well. So this was an emotional time for you. You went through many things. And once you went through it all, take note its direction past, facing past. After going through all of this, you find yourself in a new and full. You have the 9 of Wands. Remember, 9's a resting phase. 10 is the completion. Positive, yes, represents something happening fast. Can be business matters. This is what's going on right now. The 9 of Wands is a resting phase. So surround yourself with reliable support. Draw upon your experiences to gain well-deserved territory. So surround yourself with reliable support. Those are the type of people you want in your life. Surround yourself with people who have your back when you're not around in this resting phase. Whenever. That's the type of people you want in your life always. The ones who always have your back. The next card you have is Major Arcana, the Ass. Take note of the direction he's facing toward your 9 of Wands. If this was the Rider deck, this would be the Magician. It represents something positive happening fast, quick. I said days. This one represents quick. You know how to deal with it. It encourages you to be resourceful. And you're going to need to use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. But it's all in the know-how. You know how to do it. You have the 3 of discs. Don't spill your coffee, Granny. The 3 of discs is the apprentice. The 8 is the journeyman. And the 10 is the master. It represents apprentice and cooperation. The start of something. Just learning. The beginning. So if you're putting in applications anywhere, work, place to move, school, the appearance of this card represents that you will most likely be chosen. Your oracle for the day is compatibility. One moment here. This card says, whoops, we totally flipped right past it. This card says the synergy of compatibility is based on being yourself and having the awareness to select a true match for yourself. When we look at relationships through the lens of compatibility, we can easily see that no one is better than anyone else. Approaching a potential partner in this way is much more constructive and turns dating into what it should be, an opportunity to find out if you are compatible. The next one you have is luminosity. This card says, when a woman glows from within, she naturally attracts a chivalrous male. You've drawn this card today because the luminous woman in you is calling out for attention, urging you to be graceful and incorporate some luminous energy in your busy day. Choose one small thing you can imbue with your luminosity today. Put your request out there and give thanks for it being done. For men, this means that the feminine energy is working within you and through you in positive ways. Feel the ways you can become more connected to your heart and able to express your feelings more clearly. That's a beautiful card to have, especially with the relationship you and Reshma have and how you guys are moving forward. Tesh, you are next. And then Andrea. It is a beautiful deck. It really is. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Go with the flow. Wing it. Don't expect anything. And enjoy every second for what it really truly is. All right, so this is for Tesh. I'm going to use the maps. Andrea, you're next, Andrea. All right, Tash, the first card you have is Court card, Prince of Discs. This card can represent a darker-haired, younger male or an active and enduring situation. The Prince of Discs, well, this person is, take note of the direction he's facing into your past. This may be you or somebody you know. This person is reliable. This person is dependable. But when it comes to the heart, my friend, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. You have the Five of Wands. Positive, yes, represents something happening fast, days, quite possibly a business matter. And it's a push and shove. It's competition in the name of the game. You will win. You'll make sure of it. Winning is the most important thing, and you will do anything to be seen as successful. Karen, hello, welcome. It's a halfway point. You also have the Nine of Discs in your future position. Resting phase, speculate to accumulate. This card represents security and plenty in all things. So you're content, you're secure, you're happy and safe. But security comes with a price. There's a lack of thrill and risk. It can also represent a donation from a sponsor. Tesh, your oracle for the day is Golden Palace reversed. This card says let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy, count your blessings, resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, food, shelter, youth to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb. As the Chinese proverb goes, chop wood, carry water. Practice faith, and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you'll find it in plain sight. My friends, I'll be right back. Hold the fort down. Okay. I have to grab more coffee. So, Andrea is next. Aniket, hello, welcome back. How is meditation? Andrea. Andrea, I'm not sure what oracle you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the enchanted map. Unless you choose something different. After Andrea is Young. Thank you, Anna Cat. I appreciate that. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. All right, so these are for Andrea. First card you have is my favorite card in the deck, Ace of Discs. This card represents the start of something new. It is infinite opportunities, material opportunities. It's a place of wealth and a place of perfect contentment. If somebody offers to help you, if somebody gives you a helping hand, say yes. The next card you have is Major Arcana Set. Take note of the direction Set is looking into your future. This card is represents the devil. It says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. You can do it. We all do it. If we have a fear of something, we avoid it. But on the other hand, the card says, if you keep wanting, you will always be in need. Next card you have, Major Arcana Chanut. This card represents success and unexpected blessings from above. This is a Gemini, also known as the Lover's card, but this Gemini is a twin. These are sisters doing a dance. This card represents success and unexpected blessings from above. Be open and transparent. Nothing should be held back, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability, nervousness, weakness. You have Saket. This is a Major Arcana. It represents justice. It's positive. It's advisable to step back and be objective when making decisions. No knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. Take notes looking into your future, so it'll be coming. You have the Prince of Discs. This is a court card, and it represents a darker-haired, younger person or somebody with that type of an attitude. The Prince of Discs is reliable and dependable. But when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. They are very commitment phobic, my friend. Your oracle for the day is the Sacred Pool, upright. And upright, Andrea, it says that the world is a reflection of your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety, and confidence and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. Next, we have Michael. When you get a deck, they will explain it to you in the guidebook. And yeah, they all represent. Tesh, yours was a couple ago. You can backtrack just about 5 minutes. We are now on Michael. And because the tarot cards are based on stars, that's why our major arcanas, or people call them trump cards, are named after stuff like that. They're not all zodiac signs. Not all of them. That's why it's always good if you get a deck, get one with a guidebook so you can really learn the cards. Now, you may find decks that are obvious. The illustrations on the card may literally, oops, I apologize, may literally tell you and show you what they are. All right, Michael, the first card you have is Cashapp, Major Arcana. This card represents justice. It's a positive. It's a yes. It can represent a Libra. It's advisable. It is advisable to step back and be objective when making decisions. No knee-jerk reactions just to solve problems. Take note of how they're looking into the future. When you do these knee-jerk reactions to solve problems, you're not thinking about the future and what your decisions may cause. The next card you have is the Five of Wands. It's a halfway point. It's a push and shove. It's a call for you to put boundaries in place, Michael. And boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. This is a push and shove. Competition in the name of the game. You'll win. You'll make sure of it. Winning is the most important thing to you. And you will do anything to be seen as successful. Boundaries. You have a Two of Wands. This card is your hopes and wishes card. It's a positive. It's a yes. So fire yourself up. It's also an organizer. Fire yourself up. Plan ahead. Be strategic. Where do you want to go and what do you have to give? Think innovative and fresh ideas. More important, the appearance of this card represents that you, my friend, are in an excellent position to join forces with another who shares your vision. Your oracle for the day, Michael, is the Home card, upright. This card says you are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated here. Oops, I just closed the book. This card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin. Live comfortably no matter what's happening in the world around you. It's time for an opening. It's time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love. Love is all around you. So whatever your question, you're where you're meant to be, and you will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And with that, my friends, I am going to end today's live stream. I hope you guys all have the best day ever, the best weekend ever. Thank you for spending the last 2 hours with me. You guys really are the best. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I will leave links in the description box to all the cards we've used if you'd like to purchase them yourself. Hit the notification button so you're notified every time I upload content. And don't forget to check out my membership levels before you leave. I offer 4 of them. Each level offers the member something different. Each level is a different price. Subscribing is free. So again, thank you all for being here. I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video.